Hi, good morning. Welcome to Elevate Self-Esteem, where we help you become a better version of yourself. Today, we're talking about something that silently affects almost every area of our lives. How to train your attention span. If you've noticed that you struggle to focus, that your mind jumps from one thought to another, or that you find it difficult to stay present even during important moments, you're not alone. This isn't a personal failure. It's a skill that has been weakened over time. And like any skill, it can be rebuilt. In this video, I'm going to break this down into clear, practical steps. First, we'll talk about why your attention span is shrinking in the first place, and how constant stimulation is training your brain to avoid stillness. Then, we'll move into how to calm mental noise and regain control over your focus, instead of forcing concentration. After that, we'll discuss simple daily practices that strengthen attention gradually, without burnout or frustration. Next, we'll look at how to train deep focus during work, study, or personal growth, even when distractions are everywhere. And finally, we'll talk about how to protect your attention long-term, so your focus doesn't collapse again. You don't need to change everything at once. You just need to understand how attention works and how to train it intentionally. So stay with me, listen closely, and let's begin by understanding what's really happening to your attention span. Understanding why your attention span is weak. Before you can train your attention span, you need to understand why it has become so fragile. Your brain is not broken. It has simply been trained the wrong way. Every time you scroll endlessly, switch between apps, or jump from one task to another, your brain learns a pattern. Short bursts of stimulation followed by immediate reward. Over time, this rewires your mind to avoid effort and seek constant novelty. That's why deep focus now feels uncomfortable. Stillness feels boring. Silence feels loud. Your brain has become addicted to stimulation, not because you are weak, but because the environment is designed that way. Training your attention span is not about fighting your brain. It's about retraining it gently and consistently. Step 1. Reducing mental noise before trying to focus. Most people try to focus while their mind is already overwhelmed. That never works. Attention cannot grow in a noisy environment. Your mind is constantly processing unfinished tasks, worries, expectations, and information. When mental noise is high, focus becomes impossible. Instead of forcing concentration, you must first create mental space. Application. Before starting any task that requires focus, take 2 minutes to pause. Close your eyes. Take slow, deep breaths. Then ask yourself, what is distracting me right now? What am I mentally holding on to? Write those thoughts down if needed. This simple habit clears mental clutter and prepares your brain for focus. Step 2. Training attention in small, controlled sessions. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to focus for too long too soon. Attention is like a muscle. If it's weak, you don't lift heavy weights immediately. You start small. Trying to focus for an hour when your current capacity is 10 minutes only leads to frustration and self-blame. Application. Start with each 10 to 15 minutes of focused attention. Choose one task. Remove distractions. Set a timer. During this time, do only one thing. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back without judgment. When the timer ends, stop. Rest. Repeat later. Over time, your attention span naturally expands. Step 3. Learning to stay with boredom. Boredom is not the enemy. Avoiding boredom is. Every time you escape boredom with your phone or entertainment, you weaken your attention span. Your brain learns that discomfort must be avoided, but boredom is where focus is trained. Application. Practice doing small things without stimulation. Eat without watching something. Walk without music. Sit quietly for a few minutes without reaching for your phone. At first, this will feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is your attention span rebuilding itself. Step 4. Single tasking. Instead of multitasking. Multitasking feels productive, but it destroys attention. Every time you switch tasks, your brain loses energy. Focus becomes fragmented. Mental fatigue increases. Deep attention only exists when your mind is fully engaged with one thing. Application. When working or studying, commit to one task at a time. If another thought appears, write it down and return to the task. Single tasking may feel slow at first, but it dramatically improves clarity and efficiency over time. Step 5. Training attention through presence. Attention is not only trained during work, it's trained during everyday life. The more present you are, the stronger your attention becomes. Most people live in their heads, replaying the past or worrying about the future. Presence brings your attention back to the moment. Application. Throughout the day, pause and notice your breathing, your surroundings, the sensations in your body. These small moments of awareness strengthen your ability to focus when it matters most. Step 6. Managing digital distractions. Intentionally. Your phone is one of the biggest enemies of attention, if left unchecked. Notifications train your brain to seek interruption. Over time, your mind becomes restless even without external distractions. Application. Turn off non-essential notifications. Place your phone out of reach during focus sessions. Set specific times for checking messages and social media. This isn't about cutting technology out of your life. It's about regaining control over your attention. Step 7. Strengthening attention. Through reading. Reading is one of the most effective ways to train attention. Unlike scrolling, reading requires sustained focus. It forces your brain to stay with one idea for an extended period. Application. Start with short reading sessions, even 5 pages a day. Choose physical books or long-form articles. Read slowly. If your mind wanders, gently return. Over time, reading rebuilds patience, focus, and mental endurance. Step 8. Using the body to support the mind. Your attention span is deeply connected to your physical state. Lack of sleep, poor nutrition, and inactivity weaken focus. A tired body cannot sustain attention. Application. Prioritize sleep. Move your body regularly. Stay hydrated. Even short walks can significantly improve mental clarity and attention. Step 9. Practicing deep focus with compassion. Many people give up on training their attention because they judge themselves harshly. They get distracted once and conclude, "I can't focus." But distraction is part of the process. Training attention requires patience and self-compassion. Application. When your mind wanders, don't criticize yourself. Simply notice and return. Every return strengthens your attention muscle. Progress is built through repetition, not perfection. Step 10. Protecting your attention. Long term. Once your attention improves, you must protect it. Without boundaries, your focus will slowly erode again. Application. Schedule time for deep work. Protect your mornings or peak energy hours. Be intentional about what you allow into your mental space. Your attention is one of your most valuable assets. Where it goes, your life follows. Training your attention span is not about becoming rigid or extreme. It's about becoming intentional. With consistent practice, focus becomes easier. Clarity becomes natural, and life begins to feel more meaningful. Your attention shapes your reality. Train it wisely. Training your attention span is not about becoming perfect or forcing focus. It's about gently taking control of where your mind goes, moment by moment. Distraction doesn't mean failure, It simply means your attention needs practice. Start small, stay patient, and trust the process. Over time, you'll notice clearer thinking, deeper focus, and a stronger sense of self-control. And if you're finding it difficult to develop yourself mentally or emotionally, feel free to reach out to us in our direct messages. We'll be happy to support you on your journey